Today is all about you guys. I'm going to show you what fragrances I love from a collection I've gathered for about the last, I don't know, year or two, I guess. They're all here, you can see the collection here, and I'm just going to talk through each one, and at the end I'm just going to put them in a line with which ones I love best, and hopefully this video will show you what fragrance you should buy next. Okay, so the first fragrance I'm going to show you is one that's been in my collection for the longest. I used to wear this a lot when going out. It's Creed Imperial, but now I tend to use this as a bit of a more of a all-day fragrance, an everyday fragrance. If you smell it, it's very citrusy, but it's also got like a deep woody kind of scent to it as well. So I think it's the citrus notes to it which give it a bit of fresh kind of day fragrance, and then you've got the woody notes which give it a bit of nighttime essence to it as well. So I'm going to put this, as it's the first fragrance, I'm going to put this middle of the road right there. Okay, so the next fragrance I'm going to show you is Dupe. Wow, this is the new fragrance from Dupe. It's only just been launched. For me, it's definitely a going out fragrance. There's very much, again, kind of cardamom spices, but also a little bit of vanilla, and I love fragrances that combine spice and vanilla. Absolutely love them. I'm not sure I love it just as much as the Creed, so for me this is just going to go next to the Creed there. Now this fragrance is going to take some beating. I can guarantee this is going to be up there in the top 3-4, if not the winner. I'm not sure yet, but it's a new fragrance I received about 5 days ago, and it's Penhaligons. It's called Roaring Radcliffe. It's part of their Portraits collection, and the bottle is absolutely epic. Let's give it a little spray. Oh man, that is so good. That is so good. Just reminds me of being in like a real kind of old-fashioned cocktail bar. Oh, love it. The notes on this are all my favourite notes. You've got rum, you've got the tobacco, and you've also got some spices in there. I think I'm smelling a bit of like ginger, spices, and that kind of vibe. It's definitely a special occasion going out fragrance, 100%. I love it, and I'm going to put this right on my #1 spot over here for now. This next fragrance is the first one I'm going to show you from Tom Ford. I've actually got a few of their private collection. This is Verde, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's part of their green collection, and if you smell this one, it's very much got like fir, pine. It's very outdoorsy kind of fragrance, yet every single little note with Tom Ford fragrances you can smell. I love the quality of their private blend, and with that in mind, it's an epic fragrance. It's very unique, and it has to go around there. Okay, so next up is this fragrance from Paco Rabanne. It's called Invictus. I do love this fragrance. For me, it's a very much an everyday fragrance. Going to work, going to the pub. It doesn't quite stack up to some of the other fragrances I have here, but it's still a great scent. But I'm going to put it around there for now. What fragrance review wouldn't be complete without some Jo Malone fragrances? They are epic. I have so many of their collection, and I love every single one of them. However, Jo Malone Basil and Neroli, for me, I prefer the fragrance as a home fragrance in candles, etc. I love it so much, and I've always said that if I could have one scent that my whole house smells of, it will be Jo Malone Basil and Neroli. As a fragrance on its own, I don't wear it too much, but as a fragrance laid with other Jo Malone products, it works really well. But because I'm reviewing it as an individual fragrance, it's actually going to sit about there for me. Of course, another Tom Ford private blend collection. This one is Tuscan Leather. Pretty obvious what it's going to smell of. Yeah, I'm thinking you're in a private members club and you're sitting there on your leather sofa just enjoying life. This is a great fragrance, and for that reason it's definitely got to be around there. So while we're on the Tom Ford side of things, why not bring out another classic from them? This is a private blend, and again, it's Noir de Noir. I love this fragrance. It's a strong fragrance, very spicy, which, as you know, I like. I prefer it a little bit better than the Tuscan Leather, so it's going to go there. Okay, so I'm going to review my third Tom Ford private blend fragrance in a row, because why not? I've left my favourite for last. Basically, if you can see how much liquid there's left in this fragrance, you know that I wear it all the time, because there's only a tiny bit left. It's Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. I love tobacco fragrances. I love spicy and I love vanilla. It is incredible. Absolutely love this. Now, is it as good as the new Penhaligons? It's tough, it really is tough. On the basis of I wear this a lot more and I've worn it for a lot more over time, and it has been my fragrance of choice. It's gotta go above it, just about. #1 spot for now. Next up are these two, and I'm not gonna try and juggle with them because I only end up on the floor, and that's not a good thing because these fragrances are great. It's the new fragrance from Bentley, and it's Bentley Momentum, and you have the Bentley Momentum and the Bentley Momentum Intense. Now they're both quite deep and real kind of strong fragrances. I actually prefer the less intense one personally, but they're both great, and you can wear them every day, but they're a little bit special. They're a special occasion. I'd probably wear them out more than just going to have a wander walking my dog. So I love these, and these are definitely deserve to be up there with this band of fragrance. However, I'm just not sure it really reaches up to the Creed Imperial Millésime, but I definitely would say that I prefer it to the Dupe Wow. So I'm going to put the Momentum here. Next one. Okay, let's stick to the twins. I have two of these because it's so good. It's part of the Jo Malone Bloomsbury set. Their fragrances for this set are absolutely incredible. When I smelt them all, I think there was 5 of them, 5 or 6, and I loved every single one. But this is by far my favourite, and again for the reason it has tobacco and a citrus. It's called Tobacco and Mandarin, and like I said, it's from Jo Malone. What a fragrance, incredible. For me, these guys have to be right up there with my Tom Ford Noir de Noir. Okay, so my next fragrance, and I'm going to apologise for pronunciation, it's Gentleman Only, get that bit, but it's by Givenchy, and basically this is a new fragrance that's out. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for spring, summer 2017, and if you spray it, you definitely get citrus. I mean, it is roaring through, and it is such a fresh fragrance. Definitely going to wear this summer. Absolutely love it. So it's going to be right here. Move these up a little bit, and let's put that just about there. Okay, the next two fragrances I'm going to show you are both by Jo Malone, and they're part of the Intense range, and I love the black cool bottle, absolutely epic. This one in my left hand is Myra and Tonka, and the second one is the Incense and Cedrat fragrance. They're both incredible, very intense. Let's try the next one. Okay, yeah, love them both. If I was to pick a favourite between the two, I'd probably go with the Tonka fragrance. So that one certainly goes a little bit higher up. I would actually put this one just below the Noir de Noir by Tom Ford, but just ahead of the Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. And the Incense and Cedrat, I think again this one's probably going to be in the middle block, where there's quite a few fragrances, quite a lot of competition. And I probably would say it's in between there. Okay, so the next fragrance is WOMO, and it's by Salvador Ferragamo, Italian fragrance. It is very masculine, and if you smell it, you're getting black pepper notes and also, yeah, spices, woody fragrance. It's very masculine, very strong fragrance. It's getting difficult now. Where does this go? I think, okay, I've got it. I'm actually going to move these up. I'm going to move the Creed up, and it is going to go just about there. Okay, so the next fragrance is Diesel Bad, and the bottle is absolutely epic. Now, the problem you got is it's up against some really tough competition, some really amazing fragrances that I absolutely love. Good fragrance, but for me, unfortunately, it's against the other competition, it's actually going to be quite low. What do I say about this next fragrance? It is my #1 going out fragrance, and it's Creed Aventus. Everyone knows this fragrance, everyone loves this fragrance. It is amazing, and for that reason, and that reason only, because every time I wear it, people comment. It is #1, top dog. Okay, this is the final one I'm going to show you by Tom Ford. It's a classic. It's Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I love this fragrance. I personally, from it, get spice, and I get a little bit of dark chocolate from it as well. Definitely a going out fragrance. For that reason, it's going to be here. It's not quite a Noir de Noir private blend, but it's not far off. This fragrance from Mont Blanc is new for 2016 actually. I got my hands on it late 2016, early 2017. I love it. I think it's going to be a really good spring summer fragrance. It's got a hint of lavender, a hint of bergamot, really sweet. Love the fragrance. So it's right in that middle bracket again. I will put it just there. Let's move these down a little bit. Let's put the Mont Blanc right in the middle there. This next scent is incredible. It's by Rituals, and it's called Oasis Verde, and it's very much woody, citrusy. You're getting pink pepper, grapefruit, a bit of lime, those sort of vibes, those sort of notes. Really good fragrance coming up. I'm going to save this one. I've already used quite a bit, and I've only just got it about 2 weeks ago. For that reason, I haven't used it as much as the others, so I'm probably going to put this one, move these guys down a little bit, just about there. My final fragrance, I've actually saved the most expensive, the most extravagant fragrance till last, and of course it's Roja Perfums. They are incredible. Every single piece of ingredient that they put into their fragrances is incredible. The best, the absolute best. And the bottle design, I mean, look at that. It is so cool. It is very expensive, and for that reason I don't think it's accessible to everybody. So a great fragrance. However, I think actually I'm gonna put it there. Okay, it's made the top 5, and I think it deserves that. Okay guys and girls, there you have it. That is my fragrance review. I love all of those fragrances, so even the ones at the bottom end of the scale are incredibly good. What you need to do is check them out, go to your nearest store, have a spray yourself. If you're gonna buy your boyfriend a present coming up, then have a look at some of these fragrances. Or if you're just buying for yourself and you want something a little bit different, and hopefully you know a little bit more about these fragrances, and even if there's one or two that you wouldn't have known before and now you actually know and you want to go out and smell, that is great. And I would love for you to comment below, and of course subscribe, because I'm going to do a lot more fashion videos, especially my new YouTube playlist, which is going to be 5 ways. So it's 5 ways how to wear a leather jacket, 5 ways how to wear a camel coat, 5 ways how to wear a black t-shirt. It's going to be one of those videos that hopefully inspire you all to dress better as well. And now you've watched this video to smell better, and have a awesome day, and I love you all, and catch up with me next week. Laters.